season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there right off the bat. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early. But I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decided to just come right out swinging.
Hey, 43, 15.
This one out quickly to Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
From the 27, Mahomes. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he's got room. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 22. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Flush to his right. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, boy. J.K. Dobbins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chiefs 17, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the screen. Hey, check back, back 6, back 6. I don't even know why this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards. Rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 38, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's Kelsey on the grab. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Pushing through the contact. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. One receiver right is Watkins. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Chiefs 24, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They go play fake. Mahomes. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, check back, 6.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter.
That ties the game 24-24. Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's his fullback. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. No.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Second down, here's an option right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll find Bateman once more. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Throwing, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Mahomes. Flush to his right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.